How's it, everybody? Celtic Link here. We're back for another Dokkan battle video. In today's video, we are continuing the grand tour of the Mercenary TAO, and this is actually a little bit of a redemption arc. For those that tuned into stream, we were attempting to take down all the major bosses, and stream RNG just got the better of us. So consider this video a little redemption arc for TAO. We're gonna go through the three major bosses: Fusion Zamasu, Goku story Jiren, and of course Goku story, or Vegeta story Goku, rather. And if we have time for the video, we might throw in an extra stage or two. But the main thing here is to just kind of give TAO his chance to shine that he didn't get steering stream. So let's go ahead, let's hop on into the first stage here, up against the Fusion Zamasu. Alright, so we have loaded up here into the Fusion Zamasu stage. As you can see here, we're running similar team to what we ran on stream. Although we did dump in Glorio. We actually hadn't tried Glorio on this team just yet, outside of a couple of rare scenarios. But we're going to test him on this team. We're going to see how he does here. So we got Pycon and Glorio here. So let's grab that with TAO. It's actually pretty good. So the main thing is, so like for this fight, we can have General Blue, but for quite a few of the other fights, that might be a problem, like especially like the Jiren stage, because they do you know, the dodge canceling at the end. I think we can get away with it if we time things right on the Jiren stage, but for this stage it's going to be a non-issue. So let's go ahead, boom, let Pycon do his thing here. Beautiful. All right, and there goes the super. Unfortunately, oh, yep, there we go. We do get the dodge. I was worried we weren't going to dodge. Felt like we were not. And then now Glorio gets his little beef going here. Beautiful. Look at that. Getting those nice stacks in here. 22 million on the Glorio. You love to see it. Excellent. All right, one more. Yes, 30 million we got up to on turn one of the Glorio. It's finally nice to have him on a 220% lead. All right, he was only on hits 170, but now here he is actually on TAO's 220, so that's nice. We get to see. I might have to do a separate shot, although, I mean, he has the same problem with TAO does with the links, but we might have to do a 220 showcase for him. All right, so let's grab that with the Chi-Chi, and there we go. We get a nice little setup there for the TAO. Perfect. Alrighty. Excellent. Alright, I love Kid Goku, man. They did such a phenomenal job with this card. There we go. Alright, so we wiped down Fizz Goku Black, and now we just gotta do, I think it's the S. Yes, okay, yeah. It's been a minute. Yeah, so for the Vegeta story one, yes, we have the SDR Rose now. And then, okay, so the plan is, right, keep one rotation TAO and Blue, and then the other rotation Goku and Chi-Chi, right? That's the main goal here. Whether or not we can actually maintain that is a different story. Alright, look at that. 64 million on the TAO. You love to see it. So I'm a bit worried. No, well, you know what? I think here, before the buff, before STR Rose gets the buff, I'm pretty sure Blue can tank the normals if he doesn't dodge. But he does have an 80% chance to dodge. And here's the thing, right? And this was the problem we had on stream. We kept missing that 80% chance to dodge. I have never missed an 80% chance to dodge as often as I have with this guy right there. Like, look, we just missed it again. Oh, man, that is rough. All right, here we go. All right, we get another super with Pycon here. All right, we get the triple. Hopefully he dodges here. Although I'm pretty sure he can tank the normals anyway, so it doesn't matter. Oh, look at that. We got both of his 50% chances to dodge, but we somehow missed the other one. Okay. Alright, so let's pop Goku's active. Let's get him all beefed up here. Perfect. Yeah, so we'll keep this rotation together. I think this will be the best way to go about things here. Alright, and here goes the super, which of course we know Goku will eat like a champ. Love it. Okay, 30 million we're up to, and it's only his second appearance. Man, they... Okay. There we go, 33 million. Get another one? Yeah, there we go. 34. Love it. Nice. And now I'm pretty sure, so he's been buffed up now, and I'm pretty sure Chi-Chi can handle even buffed up Rose. Like, that's how good she is. But I mean, most likely we're just gonna dodge it, if I'm going to assume. Wow, he survived with the sliver. Yeah, I guess that's okay, surviving with that sliver, because now Glorio gets a super, so can't complain about that, I suppose. There we go. Excellent. Okay, so now to the fun phase, the int phase. Ooh, we got that triple mission execution turn. Unfortunately, no Glorio on this turn. There we go. Well, let's pop the friends here in slot 1. There we go. Alrighty. Beautiful. Look at that. We get that orb set up. So we're going to get 4 here. So like I mean, as I've said in the multiple showcases we've done with this guy, this is pretty much going to be what we see here. Alright, let's pop the next one. Alright, and so if we play the cards right here, we should... Yeah, here we go. Let's see here. There we go. Perfect. Okay, so this rotation is going to do a crap ton of damage, and then the next rotation is going to do a crap ton of damage, and I'm pretty sure we are going to finish this. So let's see. Oh, nice. I was going to say, I'm pretty sure we tanked this super anyways, but I kind of wanted to see how much he would do. Ooh, okay. Beautiful. Do we get the additional super? Yes, for 74 million. Love it. Alright. There we go, and we get the dodge. Yeah, so that's the only thing that concerns me is that AoE pre-super. Post-super, I'm not too worried about it on General Blue. I'm pretty sure not only are we most likely going to dodge it, but at the very least, I know since the AoE is weaker than his actual normals, we ought to be able to live it. Although he does have the damage reduction, so we're not actually hurting him, unfortunately. There we go. Alright, 65 mil on our TAO. He is 65% here. $75 million with that additional super. You love to see it. There we go. Perfect. Alright, and then I'm pretty sure this rotation we have... Yeah, okay, we can do Pycon it up here. Alright, let's pop that. Alright, we actually got a pretty decent field here of rainbow orbs. There we go. Alright, 38 million. Look at that. That is beautiful. Nice. Look at that. Each one of these crits dealing more and more. Who says you need the year 10 fusions for this team? There we go. Okay, come on, Chi-Chi. Beautiful. Okay, so maybe we aren't going to kill this turn. Totally thought we would, but that's okay. We'll definitely kill the next turn. Although we're running into that risk territory again of General Blue not dodging. Still doing a pretty good amount. I do like Pycon on this team. I wish he was on the 220. But still, I mean, still ever so useful. Alrighty, so let's see here. Let's go ahead and pop that. Okay, did a pretty good amount. Alright, there we go. We get 4 with TAO. Grab that with blue, and we'll send off Glorio. So, alright, we get the action cancel. There's the defense. I kind of want to see him eat the super. Can we see him eat the super? No, we're just going to hit 64 million here and probably come pretty darn close to killing him. One more? You want to give us that additional? Yeah, 74 million. I love it. There it is, right there. Alrighty, so there you have it, folks. There is the first round of this redemption arc for TAO, annihilating the Fusion, Zamash, Vegeta's story stage. So we're gonna pause. We're gonna be right back in the AGL Jiren stage. This one gave us a run for our money last night during stream, so hopefully we can pull the redemption out this time. Alright, so we have loaded up the Jiren stage here. Again, this is our chance to do it right one more time and see if we can actually make up for the stream. So we're going to grab that with TAO. You know what? We'll just keep both TAOs on rotation here. That's probably our best play. There we go. Perfect. Yeah, so, I mean, the hard part, I think, is going to come when we get to the Int Jiren stage. And not because TAO can't hit nice. We get the counter here. And it's not because TAO can't handle Jiren. He will be fine. It's the locking where he could potentially lock like Glorio or Kid Goku. But, I mean, we know Kid Goku can live the super. Glorio's gotta dodge it. And it's also just, you know, the ceiling, right? That's the other big part. Right, we might be able to put TAO in front, but he's going to get sealed by Int Jiren. AGL Jiren, pretty much everybody on this team can live his normals. The only issue is who he decides to super. So as long as we can make sure that we position TAO in front of those supers or Kid Goku in front of those supers, I think we're going to be okay. So let's see here. Let's grab that with Kid Goku. There we go. We'll grab that. And then we'll send off the General Blue to get him with the other TAO. Alright, Kid Goku's going to eat the super from the Trio to Danger, but no big deal here. Alright, nice. And then next, we might avoid, you know what, actually, we might not transform him right away, honestly. Or not transform him, but use his active. Just so we can kind of squeeze out some extra turns of stacking. Because that might actually end up helping us in the long run. There we go. Alright, so we got the first phase against the Trio to Danger down. And up next is the Kale, and as we discovered last night on stream, he can actually counter Kale. Kale is a unarmed super TAO. Oh wow, that is just okay. Now that didn't happen on stream. This is actually awful. Okay, are we gonna get any? Okay, we'll get 2, but then we won't even get a super attack. Wow. Okay, that was god-awful. Yeah, so this setup may not be the best. There we go, we get the counter. This setup may not be the best because of situations like this, but this was more due to who our starting rotations were than anything. But you can see we're still tanking here, which is pretty good. Alright, here we go. So, Glorio in the middle here, I don't like that. I prefer him in the third slot, but just so we can keep up that support, but this is kind of what had to be done. There we go. Excellent. Alright, look at him go. There we go. 24 million here. There we go. We get dodge. And now, can we pop an additional super here, TAO? Yes, we can. So, not a lot, but still good enough. Alrighty, so let's... Yeah, so you can see with the little bit health that Kale has here, we definitely want to keep Kid Goku just so we can squeeze out those extra stacks here. There we go. Alright, still, that's a pretty significant jump from last turn. There it goes. Kayla's down, and on to the Kefla phase. Alrighty, and let's grab... Oh, that's a ton of orbs there for Glorio, but that's okay. Alright, 66 million with TAO here, looking good. Nice. Gotta love to see him tanking, like, he's so good. Excellent. Alright, so... Actually, you know what? Kefla is a Peppy Gal. That means Blue actually has his full passive here. I just realized that. He has his crit and guard. Oh, I'm curious how he tanks this, actually. Oh, well, he dodged. Okay. I'll say, it's like, Kefla is Peppy Gal, so he actually has his full passive here. Alright, nice. Alright, so we'll let Glorio get those bunch attacks and get those stacks. That'll definitely help him at least survive some normals later on, because Lord knows we're going to need it. Alright, there we go. Get another one. There we go. 29 million. You love to see it. Alright, now let's go ahead and use Goku's active. Since we are type disadvantaged, would probably be very, very helpful right in and out now. Although not entirely necessary, still helpful. And then we'll send off this TAO. Perfect. So that way, if Jiren locks, we might actually end up with a TAO locked in slot 1. Although, knowing that that's going to happen, he probably won't lock the TAO in slot 1. He'll probably lock our slot 3 unit. Or something crazy. Right, like, that's what kept happening in his stream, is, like, he would lock the wrong units and break the rotations, and so we would spend, like, an extra 10 minutes just in the end phase alone. Alright, so let's see, who's he gonna lock here? It's Kid Goku. Yep, it always is, every time, without fail. If Kid Goku's on this team, he is getting locked. Okay. 7, let's take 7. We know he can live this super. We know he can live it. There we go. Why? Oh, 500k. Wow. Okay, we get an additional normal. I mean, at least... Oh, dang. I was going to say, at least we're getting the crits, but nope. Okay, we got just the one. Alright, TAO doing business here, though. Look at that. Beautiful. You want to give us... Ah, dang. I was kind of hoping he would give us an additional super there. Alright, so General Blue's turn. So this is also where we kept losing. Is like we would have General Blue here, and then he wouldn't get that 80% chance to dodge, and then we would just explode on impact. So, hopefully... There we go. Dodge. 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 Yes. One more? Yes. Perfect. Okay. So we do make it out of this phase, and he locked Glorio. We cannot win here, can we? Alright, let's pop this, so at least we eliminate one chance. Obviously, I would have wanted to save it for later, but probably best to do this so we can survive. So let's grab this. We'll take the 10 orbs with Kid Goku, as that'll give us a nice little heal. And it's make or break. We get the 50% chance to dodge, or we lose here. And we do get it. Perfect. Good job, Glorio. Alright, so we might just have our redemption after all here. Yeah, I could not land... I could not let that stream slide. We had to come back to this. There was no way I was going to let that be our showcases for TAO. Because he's really good, and that just wasn't fair to the unit. Excellent. Alright, we got another one here. Alright. Perfect. So now AGL Kid Goku. Honestly, AGL Kid Goku is probably the most helpful unit here. Aside from TAO and his big damage, AGL Kid Goku, with the amount of damage he's doing, is going to help us get through this phase quicker. Because the quicker we get through this phase, the less we have to deal with his ridiculous locking. Excellent. Oh, and the nice part here is he can actually be attack lowered. So Chi-Chi and Glorio both attack lowered him. So now we're actually kind of saved on the next turn. No matter who he locks, we're gonna be okay. There we go. Okay, so at least he gave us a fair lock this time. Let's grab that. Oh wow, that's actually 5, and that sucks so hard because he's about... All right, we get 10 with the Kid Goku. Nice. All right, and then we'll grab 3 here. No way. That's actually 5, and it gets ruined because... Can we counter that? Isn't that counterable? Did we just suck and not counter it? I'm pretty sure it's counterable, right? I could be wrong. I know AGL's we cannot. But his I thought we could. Oh no, it's a special type, so no, we can't. Oh, that sucks so hard. Alright, but with the 10 here and Kid Goku, we're doing alright. Oh man. Would have been nice to have a crit here. That would have been helpful. Okay, well, three keys here with the TAO. If we can get a double super here. Come on, give us one more. Yeah, there we go. Okay, is that enough with the crit to finish him off? It might be. It is. Alright, so nice little speed through the int phase and into the AGL. Okay, so this is what I'm talking about with the rotations being messed up. So we do want to keep blue in slot 2. And then we'll float off the Glorio, because then Glorio gets that extra buff for being in slot 3, and of course proccing the 50%. Okay, so Kid Goku here is going to heal us up and deal quite a bit of damage, even though he doesn't have a good link partner here. This will just be helpful for us. just to heal up, because we gotta pray that that single attack here on Kid Goku in slot 1 is a super. I'm actually just now realizing that there's only one attack there, so that's a mess up on my part. We gotta pray that that's the super, because if that's not the super, we're dead here. There we go. Get an additional super. Nice. Watch this. Double digits. There we go. Good job. Okay, so I'm pretty sure we're taking over 100k here with General Blue, since we don't have TAO on rotation or any extra damage reduction support from like Kid Goku or something. So we gotta make sure that... Eesh, yeah, almost 200k here. But we do live, and Glorio... So Glorio's got to get a few supers here, right? He can get up to 6 million defense if we get all his supers. That getting a normal definitely doesn't help. But we just need to get over 1 million defense, really. So 2 to 3 supers should be enough to survive the normals from Jiren. Although Jiren's attack is raised, right? Greatly raised, I think this one does. So we probably need... Yeah, 3 or 4 supers should still be enough. Nice. And it is. We do double-digit tank the normals, and that means we're coming back into the next rotation with a big old fat heal. Perfect. Alrighty, so... I think with the guard, we could probably put Chi-Chi at the end here. So if we set up like this here, with TAO in front, right? TAO should be able to tank the normals. There we go. We get a nice 7 here to get the full passive of Kid Goku. Perfect. Eight. There goes the super. So TAO, what you gonna do here? Double digits. Oh man, this is a redemption arc of redemption arcs for TAO. I love it. Perfect. Okay, and there goes the super, which means Chi-Chi just has to live the normals, which I know she can. Nice. Okay. There we go. Alright, so I think it's really going to depend on how many supers she just... There we go. There. Perfect. Alright, we did get enough supers. And we are double-digit tanking. God, Chi-Chi is so good. Alright, what do we got here? So, okay, we actually have... Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to be able to set up to get TAO's active for this part of the fight. But that's okay. Are we going to get 3? Is that the best we're going to do? Dang. Yeah, so the active would actually really help us here. Perfect. Alright, who is this guy gonna super? That's what I want to know. 26 mil on the Goku. There we go. Perfect. And double-digit tanking on the Goku, because Kid Goku is the GOAT. 20. God, just 20. That's it. That's all he's taking. Just 20. Just a flat 20 there. Love it. Okay, so I think Blue does a little bit better here with TAO on rotation, and plus... Well, no, we don't have the Glorio support, so... No, we did not do better. We didn't do better at all. In fact, we did worse. Alright, so Kid Goku's active skill gonna help us out just a little bit. Alrighty. And let's take that. So we're getting close. No 10-year anniversary units necessary. I love it. 58 million on the TAO. Alright, Kid Goku doing a little bit less, though. Alright. I think we're good. I think we got this. Come on. We just need Glorio to live the normals here. I think he can do. Perfect. Double digits on the normals. Ooh, okay. This is tough. I'm pretty sure TAO could live if we stuck him in front. I mean, we've already seen him take double digits here. But we are not, I mean, that was also with Kid Goku getting that extra damage reduction. Ooh, this is tough. Let's just put Kid Goku in front. That's probably the safer option to ensure our victory here and redeem the Mercenary TAO runs, right? We've already seen him tank double digits here. We've already seen him deal massive amounts of damage, right? He's only doing one, maybe two supers, but they are big supers, right? A 68 million super is nothing to scoff at. I don't know why people are acting like that's not a big deal, right? Like, that is a big single super, and you can't really complain about that on a unit like TAO, who's never going to get another Dokkan Fest again. Alrighty, so AGL Jiren down, redeemed we are, so all we need to do now is take down the AGL Blue Goku with Mercenary TAO. So we're going to pause the video, and we are going to come right back with the final leg of this grand tour. Alright, we have loaded up the final stage here against the Blue Goku. Similar team to what we ran before against the stage. We did do this as a separate video, but since it was part of the stream, we are redeeming the run here. Yeah, I love the team setup for this one because we can basically lock Goku down, right? And so these are the three major bosses. So I think if I'm going to continue to do the long grand tours for these units, which I know we kind of held off on a while because of Festival of Battles being a thing, and the last few units kind of more being suitable for that. But I do think that if we're going to continue the long grand tours, it's literally just going to be these three bosses here. Zamasu, Jiren, and Blue Goku. I mean, we could toss in STR Jiren, but I mean, they're basically the same fight, AGL and STR Jiren, so I don't really see a sense in doing both. And besides, I do usually utilize the STR Jiren as part of the definitive guide, which, by the way, that is coming. There we go. We get the counter with TAO. Beautiful. And since it's post super, we actually do a little bit more damage. But yeah, this is what I mean by locking him down. He can't touch TAO because TAO will counter his supers, and then of course everyone on this team attack lowers, except for AGL Kid Goku, which basically means that the only person he can hurt with his super is General Blue. Like, that's literally it. Everybody else has guard, some type of damage reduction. General Blue is here simply because he has type advantage. We can get away with running him. And, like, look at this. Like, Chi-Chi's going to double-digit tank this. Watch. Excellent. We get an additional super. Beautiful. All right, we get one more. And there it is. Perfect. Oh, we decided. No, I was going to say we decided to squeeze out one more. There it is. Okay. Definitely miscounted those supers there, but alright, we'll take it because each one of these is an attack lower, which basically means that, right, at this point, like, just this turn alone means that the rest of this fight we would never have to attack lower again, and he still couldn't hurt us. But, of course, that's not going to happen because everybody here attack lowers, so it's just going to keep getting worse for him. Alright, so we actually do have a full mission execution turn. We could use his active now if we wanted to, but we're not gonna. We're gonna wait. Let's grab that with the General Blue. And then let's take that here with the Pycon. Alright, gotta love them double digits. There we go. Oh, man, I can't believe both supers went on him. So that means we got the double counter. Look at that. For 34 million, I think that's the highest we've ever seen a counter for him. And that's mostly, wow, okay, and that's mostly because we did get the double super. Yeah, so you can see how having additionals built into him would have been much more helpful to him. So, yeah, additionals is definitely the way to go with that passive, with that hidden potential if you haven't already put that in him. Excellent. Alright, and now we get that Pycon attack lower as well. Want to get an additional super? Nope, that's a normal. Additional super? Nope, that's a normal. Alright, well, at least we can tank the normals. Perfect. Alright, now, as per usual, Kid Goku strolling in slot 7. I don't think I can get a run where he doesn't do that. That's just his thing. Alright, well, we may as well just pop that active skill then, right? No sense in waiting. We get that extra defense and just let him start building quicker. Alrighty, we gotta try to set this so TAO can get those extra rainbow orbs. There we go. Oh, perfect. We get a nice little setup here. Honestly, we could actually be done with this quicker had Goku started turn 1, but since he didn't, you know, we gotta move a little bit slower here. But I still think we'll finish this by like turn 8. There we go. Hey, that's not a crit. Goku, I need a crit. Excellent. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. No. No. Oh man. Yeah, so especially with that happening, this is going to slow us down a lot. Alright, Chi-Chi, do your thing. Get those extra supers in. Alright, get that attack lowered. No, that's a normal. There we go. There's the super. And there goes the super on Chi-Chi, but I'm pretty sure she can tank this. Double digits. You love to see it. Alright, perfect. Alright. Nice. With the crit, 40 million. Ah, no additional super. Okay. But look at that. We've done a pretty healthy chunk to his HP on, and it's only the turn 3 here. Or turn 4, rather. Alrighty, let's see here. We actually have the Glorio rotation, so let's do this. Let's pop the active, because it's gonna be like the best supported situation we're gonna find ourselves in. Okay, 13 mil, perfect. Can we get 5 there at the end? No, we can't. Okay, 4 still is the best we're getting. We did have the 5 the one time against Jiren earlier. Let's pop Glorio's active here. So we did have the 5 the one time, but that didn't really work out because we got sealed. So, I mean, averaging 4, which is still pretty good. Alright. Oh, wow. We didn't counter it this time. Do we tank it, though? Yes, we do. Double digits. Alright, 77 million on the TAO. This is a really good turn. If we can get a double super this turn, this would be the turn to do it. No crit. Oh man, that would have, but we get a crit on the normal. Wow, that would have helped us so much getting the crit there. Ooh, okay. So only one super on the TAO. I mean, it's possible General Blue could be taking a super here. That's not good. Very nice. We get an additional super here. Is that super gonna... The super's gonna be on Glorio, isn't it? I think at this point, though, Glorio can tank, though. Again, he can get up to 6 million defense here, which I don't think Goku can surpass now that we've attack lowered him so much. So we should be able to tank here. There we go. Alrighty. Okay, let's pop PyCon's active. Yeah, so that turn actually could have gone a lot better. We'd be done a lot sooner if things went a little bit better, if we got those counters, if we got what we needed to get, but that's okay. Let's see here. Can we get 3? Are we not going to get... Okay, I guess we're not going to get 3 type key spheres with PyCon, which means no support buff. There we go. Get an additional super for 28. Nice. We get 33. Nice. Alright, additional super with Chi-Chi. Alright, up to 16 million here. Love it. Okay, let's see here. Alright, let's pop this one, change those rainbow orbs. Maybe we can get the 5 this time? Not quite. No, okay. We'll take 4 then. Alright, seems like 4 is all we're ever gonna get here. May as well just take advantage. Okay. And then this one's gonna get 3. Okay. I mean, what is it? Turn 6? I mean, there we go. There's a counter. I mean, turn 6, and we still... I mean, we've done more damage here than we've done turn 6 on a lot of different teams we've tested here. So, I mean, I can't complain about that. Where's the second super? Alright, here we go. Okay, hopefully the second super here is on TAO. Can we get an additional? Okay, why are we not critting? There we go. And we don't... Oh, wow, that's unfortunate. Okay. Alrighty, we did it. Okay, so we're starting to get to the point where we haven't killed him yet, and I'm starting to get worried. At some point, we're going to get unlucky, and General Blue is going to eat a super, and that is what is worrying me. We did not quite finish it as quick as I thought we would. I mean, if Goku could kind of pop off here, we might. Okay, why are we not critting today? What is going on? There we go. Okay, seriously. We have a 55% chance to crit. You can't get one for me? What? Okay, let one of the... this one. Can this one be a crit? Thank you. See, we would have done so much more damage here had that actually... had the rest of these actually been crits. Alright, Glorio, let's get those raises there. Alright, 26 million. What do we? Who do we have on the third slot on the next rotation? Icon. Yeah, I don't. And here goes Glorio. Okay, well we know Glorio can live this super. If he could live it earlier, he's definitely living it now. Yeah, for sure. Okay. Come on, we gotta kill this guy. It's starting to make us real nervous here. Alright, let's grab that. So we'll get the 4 here with TAO. Let's take that. And then, can we set up... Here we go. Alright, and now we get the type spheres this time with Pycon. Okay, where... Okay, that's not a super, and there's only one attack there, so... Okay, it might be post-super, which is good, which means we'll deal more damage on the counter. That's a good sign. Ooh, okay, this is not a good sign. This is not a this is a real not good sign. He didn't super TAO. Oh, he's either super... Well, Pycon I know can survive. There it goes. Ooh, this is tough. Come on. 640k. Oh, but we live. Okay. We are alive, and like I said, I know for a fact, because we've done this so many times, Pycon can tank here after the attack lowering. So we don't have to worry about that. Excellent. Alright, so there goes the super attack like we knew was coming. Alright, here we go. Told you he would tank it. Alright, so now let's see, are we gonna be reliant on Kid Goku again here for finishing this? Let's grab that with PHY. It's always this last 3 key spheres. Okay, it's always this last little bit of health that always takes the most amount of time. Right, where's that suit? There's the super attack on Kid Goku. Right, where was that when we needed it on TAO last turn? Okay, double digits, you love to see it. All right, 36 mil, good start. Excellent. right, 39 on the Kid Goku. I don't think we're going to kill here, unfortunately. Alrighty. There we go. $53 mil on TAO? Come on, let's finish this. We are so close. He is right there. We get the additional super for 68 million. Oh, if that had been a crit, that was it. Okay, but we do get the counter super attack. 23 million. Is this enough? With the crit, it is enough for 50 million. We take down Blue Goku. Alrighty, so there it is. Redemption arc achieved for the Mercenary TAO. We have made up for that horrible stream we had the other day where we were just losing everyone, and somehow that was still our fastest time ever in this stage. Like, what? Okay, I mean, that just shows you, right? You know, I've always said that, right? The fusions help speed up this fight, but here we are without them and actually having our fastest time yet. Awesome. So, well, it was definitely worth it to come and do this redemption because, you know, I do like TAO a lot. I think he was handled tremendously well, and I kind of wish we got to show that on stream. It's unfortunate we didn't, but is what it is. So guys, that is it for the video. If you like the video, make sure you hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you have not already, and in the comments down below, let us know what other stages, what other teams, what other setups would you like to see for TAO. We just got to wrap this up with the Battle Hardened Formidable Foes, and I think we can call it from there. We could have a complete grand tour. So let us know your thoughts and what you want to see in the comments down below. TAO is easily the best filler TUR we've had in a long time, but I'm curious what you guys think. Let us know in the comments down below. Otherwise, guys, as always, thanks for watching, and aloha.